Welcome to our YouTube channel.
My name is Asmi.
And I'm Roger.
And welcome to Roger and Ismi Vlogs. So for today's topic is habits you pick up if you are living in the Philippines.
Okay, before we start, maraming salamat sa inyong suporta ug paghigugma sa amang channel.
Thank you so much for your support, guys, and love. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And also, click the notification bell for new updates and new uploads.
Okay, so let's start. And what are the things or those things that might, foreigners adopt or pick up when they're living in the Philippines?
Yeah. So, those are eating rice thrice a day.
Oh, 3 times a day. Okay, next.
Postponing or delaying things. Next is attending gathering all year round. And posting or taking photos anytime, anywhere.
Okay.
And next is using tabo or dipper. Dipper in the restroom.
Okay, wow, those are like interesting and for sure new to them as well. So let's start with number one.
So number one is eating 3 times a day. Eating rice 3 times a day. I know, guys. If you come here like the first day, you would just stay up your diet, or you would just do the daily routine that you used to. Yeah, like if you eat just vegetables or just coffee, you would absolutely change here after 5 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. You would really eat rice 3 times a day.
Yes, because that would be like a culture where it can slowly adapt, and especially for you're Filipina, you always your Filipina will always ask you if you want to eat, and then for sure, sooner or later you can adapt our culture.
Yeah, and don't forget using your hands, guys.
Yes, and your wife or girlfriend will teach you how to eat using, hands.
Yes, especially if your food or um, the food that you're eating is dry.
Correct.
Yes, it's so delicious if you use your hands, guys. But make sure you wash them.
Of course.
Next is postponing or delaying things. Manana habit.
Manana habit, or um, you can also adapt the Filipino time, not only postponing or delaying.
Yes, we actually call it manana because they always say onyara,
Yeah, later.
mayana, mamayana. Like
Yes.
it, the English term is how I can just do that later.
Yeah. So in Bisaya that is unya na, and then in Tagalog that is mamayana.
Yes. So most Filipinos are really laid back people, even though that they have a huge amount of time to do it. But they always say, or they would always think, oh, okay, I could just do that later.
Yes. So that is called here in the Philippines manana habit, and yeah, that's really common for Pinoys, even us. So we can, we do that also.
Yeah, because we can actually utilize every day. Like we have a huge like vacant time, but we always try to be laid back. We try to relax things because we assume that, oh, maybe I could just do that later, or we just don't do scheduling. Not the same as you guys that you have like a booklet that you can just put there what to do, right?
Yeah, or a calendar, like a chart that okay, this is the things that I need to do tomorrow or next day. But for Pinoys, we always often say like, yeah, we can just do it all tomorrow. So even if we have a huge time or enough time to do it today, so we are just so like relaxed or laid back people.
Yes. and there's no it's infinity to say tomorrow. You can still do that tomorrow. Next up, I could just do that tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. So maybe you can adapt that if you will stay here in the Philippines for like how many years or so.
Yeah, true. Next is attending gathering all year round. So most Filipinos, especially if you're Filipina, is like friendly, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's true. And then her friends also will invite her like for like different
Gathering.
occasions or gathering here in the Philippines, not only birthday, but lots of celebrations in the Philippines. So yeah, of course you'll be going or you will go also because your wife or your girlfriend is there, right? So your Filipina will invite you. Okay, let's go to my friend's house because they have like birthday celebration.
Yes, and sometimes I know you guys that some of you, some not all, some of you would like reject your Filipinos offer that you don't want to go or something. You don't really like gatherings. Sometimes they get offended because it's really important that you're there because some Filipinas like that they have their husband around, their boyfriend around, right?
Yeah, like your presence is really important also, not only her presence, but it's like um, it's comfortable that you are there together with your partner or with your wife or Filipina wife. So that's why if you want to live here for how many years or so long, you can really adopt those kind of you know behavior or what do you call this like
Yeah.
habits in the Philippines.
Yeah, you can really easily adapt to those. Next is posting and taking pictures of like everything and everywhere.
Yeah, so you already know that Filipinos love taking pictures or selfies, and you guys are opposite. So then, if you have a Filipino girlfriend or wife, you will you can adapt, and your Filipino would really say, "Okay, well, yeah, please take pictures or what, right?"
Yeah, because the reason why Filipinos are like that or Filipinos are like that is because they treasure that specific memory of your life. It's like a souvenir where you went to, where you go to. Because in your end, guys, I know that you prefer privacy.
Yeah, true. So here in the Philippines, we have this like old, we call it album, and we store it like all photos are there. But I think now, since because of technology, so we just store it in our phone or
Facebook.
computer or any storage. So unlike before that we have like a big album, right?
Photo album.
You can put your like hard copy of your photo.
Yes, and I really miss those. Really miss those. Because whenever I go to a house to my friend, I always ask for the album.
Yeah, you can check the old photos, right?
Yeah. Next is most Filipinos have this, especially if you're like average, like
Hmm.
average. They have a dipper. We call it tabo here.
Yes, and that is really common all over here in the Philippines,
Yes.
especially in the mountain.
Yes. So just advice, guys, we don't have hot and cold water here. So whichever what is the climate or the temperature in that specific area, that will be the temperature of the water.
Yes, not unless if you're staying in a hotel, for sure, they have like hot and cold water. So, but if you are in like in a house or what, so no, in the bathroom or restroom, you can use tabo or dipper.
Yeah, dipper is really common here. We often use it to, of course, wash our booty.
Yes, and if you have a Filipina or province, a girl or wife or girlfriend, and you will go to her place for sure, you can experience that using tabo or dipper. And yeah, like I said earlier, that is really common in the mountain or in the province.
True, guys. So, thank you so much for watching till the end, guys. And I hope that you were entertained a little bit.
So what are those? So, okay, what are those habits that they need to remember?
Eating rice 3 times a day, postponing and delaying things, attending gathering all year round, posing for or taking selfies, taking photos everywhere, everything that you do anytime, and using tabo or dipper in the restroom.
Yes, okay. So please remember those habits which you can adapt or apply when you are living in the Philippines. So I think that's all for today and see you in our next video. Bye!